Today feels like the right day to do this. And I just rolled out of bed and Gordo thinks it's dinner time, so hi. In May, I think, I stopped uploading. I've been cryptically quiet. I just want to talk about where I've been and why I'm not coming back. I know, my goodness, dramatic. When I say this, I mean it truthfully. There's not one true reason why things fell apart for me. I've felt this way for a long time, and over the course of the year so much has happened where I felt like I didn't want to take the spotlight off of important things happening to be like, let's talk about me. So the reason why I stopped uploading and the reason why I don't know if I ever will again beyond this explanation is when I was 15, I started this YouTube channel, and at the time YouTube was this new-ish thing, or YouTube wasn't new, but the idea that you could do YouTube as your career was entirely new to the world, and I was so fascinated. In 2012 and in 2013, when I was in high school and I was reading so much, I just had the biggest passion for this. I would come home and film 6 videos back to back. When I got to college, I was overwhelmed all 4 years with this feeling like I don't have my own place to film. I was either in a dorm room or in a crowded apartment, or I was home for the holidays but all my books were in storage because we had to move out of the house that I grew up in. And I never felt like I ever got back into my groove. I felt like I was always waiting for one day I'm gonna have these big bookshelves I can film in front of. One day I'm gonna do this and one day I'm gonna have that. And even after I graduated and I have all of that, things never fell back into place. And I used to feel really guilty saying I do YouTube for the money, because like no one wants to hear that I'm just posting to get money. But now thinking about it, it's like, well yeah, I'm spending hours of my life talking about something. Obviously if I didn't care about it I wouldn't do it, but if I'm gonna be posting, hell yeah, I should get paid for my time. But for a long time, like since college, I just didn't have the passion that I had for it when I was really young. Since then, I haven't really had the opportunity to just exist as a person, you know, out of the public spotlight and not constantly on social media, not constantly documenting what I'm doing to other people. I've never like lived a private life since I started my YouTube channel, because I've been posting on accounts where everyone can see what I'm doing, and I loved that. I loved bringing people into my life. To this day, one of the things that I've loved about YouTubing is hearing that in some way my presence online has made someone else feel like I'm a friend to them, or I've helped them through a hard time. Oh no, there's a fly in the room. Gordo's gonna be attacking this fly for the rest of the video. Combined with that, and by the way, this is all multiple things occurring at once that make me feel the way that I do, but combined with that, I would just film, see myself in the viewfinder, sit down to edit the video, watch myself on iMovie, and just hate everything about me. Like, when you are a YouTuber, it requires some level of narcissism to be able to talk to yourself and look at yourself and then want other people to also look at that. Like, it requires a little bit of narcissism, which is not bad. It's just the truth. And when you're at a place where you don't love yourself, it's difficult to look in the viewfinder and to hear your voice while you edit and to see your face while you edit. And over the past year, I've been getting really down about myself to the point where it was painful to watch videos of mine and painful to edit my videos and painful to turn on the vlog camera, see what I look like, and then immediately be like, ew, I'm ugly, no. Which isn't something that can be solved by a comment section telling me I look fine, you know? So originally this was just gonna be, I'm gonna take a break until I lose some weight and I feel better about myself. But the more that I've stepped back from YouTube, and it kind of occurred in stages where I didn't post, I deleted all my social media apps, and then finally I turned off my public Snapchat, which all of that kind of went without warning, so that for that I owe you an apology. But the more that I stepped back, the more that I realized this was kind of the calm and the peace that I've been missing from my life for a while. Not to say that, you know, YouTube was crazy and I had such this drama in my life because of it. Like, I don't want to put the taste in your mouth that doing this for this long has been a burden on me. It's just, I need this space away from it for myself, just to be a person. I got a therapist and I'm being a lot more mindful of my time, and right now YouTube doesn't fit into that. There's things that I'm gonna prioritize over not even just YouTube, but reading itself. Not being on BookTube has changed the way that I read and the way that I acquire and get rid of books. I've bought probably 5 books this year. I'm using my library a lot more. I don't feel that increased pressure to read a certain way or react a certain way to the books I do read. A lot of the friendships that I have been formed because of BookTube, and I'm really happy that in my formulative years I have had this resource to help me make friends and help me discover the books that made me me. It's just all these variables came together at the right time to make me feel like this is something I shouldn't continue to do. You know, I love making people laugh. I still love reading. I love talking. I love, you know, like, it seems like all the ingredients are there, but I'm ready to focus everything that I love on the people that I have, because YouTube has been a really good instrument for me to push people away and favor online relationships and content over, you know, friends and family. So I'm trying to get back I'm trying to get back into the hobbies that I had before I started YouTube. It's been really difficult for the last 7 years for someone to ask me, like, what do you like doing? Hi. And all I can think about is being on the internet, reading books, not much else. One of my biggest goals I'm making is I am determined to get back into horseback riding. Right now I need to lose about 100 pounds to be able to do that, so I've got a long road ahead of me. I've had a lot of life changes that I'm recovering from. Mainly, like, my best friend Ryan, my coworker, moved away. For the people thinking like I'm just taking a break because of the pandemic, or, you know, I'm going through something right now but it'll get better and I'll come back, like, we can't wait for you to come back. I don't know that I'll ever get to that point. This part of my life is gonna stick with me, you know? I'm gonna keep my videos up because I'm not trying to get rid of this part of me. It's just something that I feel was right for me at a certain time in my life, but now I'm ready to focus on other things, and I think that to be able to succeed in that, I have to let go of this. I love all of you guys, truly, and thank you for giving me the voice and the platform to be able to do what I've done. You guys helped me pay for college. You guys got me through the worst period of my life anxiety-wise. You guys have given me book recommendations that have changed my life. I don't want to undersell how important you guys have been to me, so I'm gonna leave it off on that note where it's just like, thank you. So that's all. Maybe sometime I'll see you again, so I'm not gonna say a final goodbye. Until then. Minor addition to this, I just sat down to edit and realized I have basically a full never been posted before vlog of footage that I just didn't want to touch after I decided no more. So rather than let that footage go to waste, here's some vlog clips from May. You can sort of tell there was a downward progression of not wanting to film. And then eventually it was, I would turn on the camera and then just couldn't do it and I'd have to turn it back off. So it's sad and kind of dramatic, but people have been asking, like, just give us anything. Here's my last vlog clips that I have on my camera. So I'm currently in the middle of Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff. I'm making my way through the Nevernight series. This is the 3rd book, and I realized in my previous vlog I didn't really stop and explain what Nevernight is. So this is a trilogy, and it's all about this girl named Mia whose father is hung by this corrupt regime when she was a little girl. In her entire life after that, she has vowed vengeance to his life, and so she's gonna try and take down the rulers that all announced that he should die. So she goes to train at this really elite academy of acolytes who are all training to learn how to be assassins, and all with the mission that she's going to eventually take down these men. The first book is really like this Harry Potter-esque, like they're at this school for learning how to do debauchery and assassin-y stuff. And then the second book is full of plot twists and they end up somewhere else. And then this book is full of plot twists and they end up somewhere else. So all three books have a really different vibe. I'm still enjoying them all equally. This one picks up right where the second one left off, and it's delving into some of the plot twists that we have discovered. I'm on page 96 after reading it in the bathroom just now.
Disgusting!
I can already tell it's gonna get 5 stars. Like, it's just incredible. If you've watched any of my recent vlogs, all of this will be familiar to you, but I love the narrator. It's this sassy, omniscient narrator who's just like, ah, hello, welcome back, reader. I really like Mia. She just never does what you expect her to do, and she's so blunt and crass. Mia is a darken, which means she can manipulate shadows. She has like little shadow creatures that follow her around, and they're so funny and so cute. They would hate that I called them cute, but like, I think it's cute. And this one and the previous one are delving a lot into like anti-hero plots and tropes, because she is so dead set on getting her revenge, but there's like worse things in the world that they're trying to get her to focus on. Like, you need to let go of your vendetta because people are dying and we need you to help out somewhere else. But she will just do anything and betray anyone as long as she gets her way to get that revenge. And so it's getting interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm burning at least 3 candles in my apartment because I just took the fattest shit and it's ruminating the whole house right now. Welcome back to my vlog! I didn't film for like a week and a half because I couldn't find my camera. And then I found my camera. So we're back. I hardly read since we last talked, so not much of a development there. But I'm still reading Dark Dawn. I'm now on page 278. So this book is still good. My whole progress of the whole series has just been reading it and being like, it's okay. I got approved, actually I'm auto approved on Edelweiss for, what's it called? Blood and Honey.
Auto approved.
Don't hate me cause you ain't me. Oh, you fucking mad? That's too fucking bad since you fucking asked. I might be auto approved for HarperCollins. So I got an arc of Blood and Honey by, I'm phoning a friend, Shelby Mahurin. Second book to this book, by the way, which is Serpent and Dove, which is like, can I even say that now? I don't know. I thought it was, but not the popular opinion. So I read like 10% of it the first night, like, oh my god, it's gonna be so good. The writing is gonna be exquisite. And I don't remember a single goddamn thing that happened in the last book, so I have no idea what's happening right now, and then I stopped reading it. So I don't know if I'll finish that before it comes out. I know I'm a bad reviewer, but we'll see. Maybe you should convince me to read it in the comments. I'm having round 2 of diarrhea, now I gotta go. I'm pretty certain this dress is meant to have something worn under it, but it's a Saturday, okay? I'm sitting down with some leftover ravioli for lunch. I got my day started and I got ready today and I was gonna film some videos, but then decided I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it. So I'm in this weird place right now where it's like, I carved out time today to do something and now I don't feel like doing it. And I'm like trying not to be disappointed in myself for not wanting to film, but at the same time, if I sat down and filmed these videos, I would be just sitting there like, I want to be here. So I don't know how that works. I have some kiwis. Why am I telling you what I'm eating? No one cares. I've just been fiddling around all morning, relaxing, browsing the internets. I bought a steam mop, so that's where my stimulus check money is going. I usually reserve the weekends for my reading time because during the week I just get home and I just want to watch YouTube videos, and I've been going to bed at like 9 and 10 p.m. which is pretty unheard of for me. I've just been really burnt out lately. It's kind of cyclical where like some weeks I'm like good and I'm energetic, and some weeks it's like every single day I debate taking a day off. So last week was a week where every single day I debated taking a day off. That's to say I only read like 10 pages of this book, so I want to try and finish it. I'm a little over halfway. It is a good book. Like, despite everything, it's a good book. All right, loves, I'll update you in a bit. Well, first big update, I put on a shirt under this. I feel like it needed it. It was really weird without it. Second, I only got like 2 pages into this book. I just need to like sit on the couch and ignore everything, but I kept getting distracted. It's gonna happen, okay? It'll happen today. So here's another book of the month box, because they won't let me cancel, so I might as well just use what I'm paying for. I got 1 book for the month of May, and then I got an add-on book using a credit that I had for a month that I didn't choose a book. The book that I got for May, I was gonna skip this or like just try and cancel it, but I read the description and I was like, hold on. I'm thinking. So this is a historical fiction book set in biblical times about this young woman named Anna. So this is about the sister of Judas. I don't know if she's a real person or not. I'd assume this is just like a reimagining of historical stuff, but it's grounded in meticulous research and written with a reverential approach to Jesus's life that focuses on his humanity. So this just piqued my interest. I don't know if or when I'll get to this, but I grew up Christian. I'm not religious at all anymore, but still, like, the Bible kind of interests me. Like, I had this book called literally The Story. This is the Bible told in chronological order, because like I'm interested, you know? Like, if anything, like the time period of this is fascinating to me. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I don't know if it will do a disservice to the religion that Jesus is a part of, but we'll see. And then the other add-on book that I got is called Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. This is a historical fiction romance set in England in 1879. It's about Annabelle, who's one of the first female students at Oxford University. So she's a suffragist and she's trying to target the Duke of Montgomery for something. It doesn't really say about what. I asked for historical romance recommendations in a previous video and quite a few comments mentioned this one, so thought I'd give her a go, a whirl, if you will. So these are my 2 picks this month. I still have a credit left over and I still don't know how to cancel, so we probably will be doing Book of the Month unboxings for the rest of my life. But don't order Book of the Month. It's just not a free promo. Okay, now I'm gonna go get comfy on the couch and finish Dark Dawn. Good morning. Oh my god, my voice. Good morning. Last night around 11:30, I finished Dark Dawn. There's no way these books get anything other than 5 stars. They are just so clever and the writing is smart and the plot always leaves me guessing. I never know what's gonna happen. It's just like a tier above the typical fantasy I read, so I really applaud it for that. I'm gonna miss Mia so much. I loved her voice. I loved the tone and the narration of this. Before I read them, they seemed like really intimidating books, but it's actually like so fun and easy and fast, and it's so worth it because it's like all the characters you get attached to. I really enjoyed it. There's sapphic romance in the series, which I'm a little bit on the fence about because I'm like, lesbians? Woo! Lesbians written by a straight man? I guess I'm getting a glimpse into what it's like for straight women to write male-male romance, but this book was equal parts touching and like satisfying, but also really sad. But it was a good ending to the series, so I'm happy with where we are. I think it came around really nicely. Also, this is the first book in a long time where there's like a love triangle that didn't go my way. I feel like it's 2013 all over again. Like, what is this? I can't really say much about it because like the reasons why would spoil book 1, but like the person that she ends up with, I don't fully trust even after several books of development, and it feels like they just got together because of desperation in their situation and not necessarily like mutual attraction or like a deeper bond. Like, I guess I just really wasn't sold on them being together. So I'm done with the Niva Night series. Thank you to everyone who recommended I read that. It's a lot less scary than I thought it was gonna be, like size wise and content wise. Hi vlog. Oh my god, what is this vlog? I tried to start a new vlog this weekend that I was excited about. I was gonna like read every book I've gotten from Very Loot to see if I liked them, and I literally filmed 1 clip of it, read 20 pages of the first book, then was like, I don't want to read, like this is this pointless video. And I just had a weekend where I was recuperating from working. I literally sat down in front of my TBR shelf and I looked individually at every book and I was like, which book am I in the mood to read? And I didn't want to read any of them, and I just had a full solid 2 days of not wanting to do anything. And if I'm being honest, I'm not sure what my longevity on YouTube is looking like, because editing videos and filming videos, like I don't, it could just be me feeling this right now, and then in 6 months I'll be like, that was stupid, why did I rant about that? It was just a phase. But I don't watch booktube. I like reading, but then the idea of like updating that I finished a book, I'm just like, ugh. But those problems aside, because I don't feel like digging into my psyche, I started a book that I totally forgot I had. I'm really enjoying it. So we have solved the problem of me not knowing what to read next. I'm on page 63 of the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. This is the sequel to The Friend Zone, which is one of my favorite romance books of last year. I'm really enjoying this book. It's about a woman named Sloane. I can't really talk much more about it because it spoils things that happened in book 1, but she is going through a rough time and she finds a dog that's missing and the owner won't reply to her when she calls and texts over and over. So after like 2 weeks, she's like, fuck it, it's my dog now. And then the owner gets back to her and he's like, I'm in Australia, I haven't had my phone reception for 2 weeks, give me my dog back. And so it's about these two people meeting and yada yada yada, romance book. So I'm liking it. Obviously a plot contingent on dogs is amazing. The male character named Jason is a singer, and typically I don't like musicians in books because I feel like it can get really cheesy really easily, but I'm actually not super mad about it. As is customary of Abby's books, I really like the dialogue and it's really clever. Only thing about Abby's books that I don't like, and this was in book 1 and I totally blocked it out. The male characters in these books are like a little bit Republican. In book 1, it passingly mentioned that the main character likes hunting, and I was like, ooh, we ignore. And in this book, it's like a whole subplot, and I'm like, no! Like, he's from Minnesota, and he's like, oh my god, I love your blog about what to do with wild game that you shoot. I'm just like, oh. So, I'm gonna read that before I go to bed. This week is looking pretty chill. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, which is like, I thought I would never be excited to say that, but I have not had health insurance since high school, and I've been on a waiting list to get to this doctor since January. I'm very excited. I get to go to the doctor, so I have a half day at work tomorrow. Maybe that'll inspire me to read more, but I also have a huge list of stuff I need to get done around my apartment because my life is an actual mess. I think the only reason I was motivated to film tonight is because I like showered and did a whole nighttime routine. I put my clothes away, I shaved my legs and lotioned and washed my face, so I feel like I do better and like I want to pick up the camera when I'm feeling good. And then the days that I just sit on my couch and I don't do anything, I'm like, why would I vlog? Happy Tuesday. Yesterday was not good. I had a doctor's appointment, which I was actually pretty excited about. I don't know if I talked about that. I was a little bit down on myself because I weigh a lot more than I thought I did. But on a positive note, it kind of gave me closure to realizing why I've been feeling negatively about myself more so than usual lately. And it's like, oh, it's because I've gained more weight than I thought I weighed. I don't want to get into talking about weight right now because it's just a whole discussion. Long story short, I'm feeling better. It's 6:45. Rachel's coming over any minute to give me some books back that she borrowed from me before quarantine happened, and then she's gonna lend me a few books. I'll do a book haul when I get back from doing that, but before she gets here, I just wanted to come on and update and say hey, because I've been reading more of this. I'm now on page 114 of the Happy Ever After playlist. I still think it's cute. It doesn't have as much heart that the first one had. Like, I think I like the first one a little bit more. Last night I was reading a scene where they went on their first date and it was to a gas station where they got ice cream and then went through the car wash, and I knew from there on out my standards are so low because I was like, I want to go to a gas station on a date. So quarantine be like. But at work we started a Get Fit challenge, so every day we have to do increasing increments of exercise per day. So this week we have to do 10 minutes. Have to. It's a challenge, you don't have to, but I really want to go on a walk every day, but it's getting so hot, so I don't know if that's gonna work. And I know heat is like an excuse I make for not exercising, but there's a walking trail by me that is so pretty and I've never done it before, and I told myself when I moved in September that I was gonna walk it all the time, and I still haven't. So I'm trying to justify that taking a walk is more important than reading, because I try and turn reading into a priority because I'm like, ooh, but then if I read more I can vlog more, and if I vlog more then I can post more, and if I post more I get more money. So I make it into like a financial thing where like reading is more worth my money, but like I need to get healthier. So anyway, that was a lot you don't care about, but I'm gonna go meet Rachel and show you the books she got me, then sweat my ass off going for a walk. Hello, I'm home from work. You know that. What is vlogging? Like what? I'm gonna leave that in just so you know how awkward I am. Anyway, current progress, page 186. I don't know how much further that is than last night, but I just made dinner. I wish I would have documented it because I made the most impeccable black bean and sweet potato tacos and they were so good. I officially have the next 5 days off work, so I'm going to attempt to pick up my camera as much as possible in those days. I'm in a good mood right now, so I'm gonna try and take this time to like get back into the groove of like picking up the camera more than once per day. So let's go on a walk. If I lose weight, one thing I'll miss about being fat is, can you fit a whole book in your back pocket? You know I got that thing on me. Good morning. I'm too lazy to go turn off my music in the other room, so hopefully Lana Del Rey doesn't get me a copyright. Happy Thursday. I'm off work. I'm already up and ready and, you know, face on. I got to page 220 of my book last night. I'm not going to continue reading them today because I need to go on a Target trip. I need to go to the grocery store, and then after all of that, I can continue reading. So hopefully I'll finish this today. Like I said, this bitch is up next. I can't wait. I'm home from the grocery store. I started chopping all my fruits before realizing I probably should show you what I got. Maybe you don't care. I care. So there's some stuff I already worked on. Some stuff for the pantry. I got a bunch of fruits and vegetables and peanut butter and jelly bites. This is the first time I went to Sprouts and I really liked it. They had a lot of great stuff. I'm gonna have butternut squash fries tonight with portobello mushroom burger. Going to the doctor really inspired me to be better about eating and exercising, so I'm not gonna let her down. It's 3:30 and I have not eaten yet today, so I'm gonna have some of this fruit salad I just did, and then I have some of my leftover sweet potatoes and black beans. So I promise eventually this reading vlog will be about reading, but I want to let you in on my lifestyle, and none of y'all have ever complained that I talk too much about food. So until that comment comes in, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Hello, a couple hours later. My mom got me this shirt for my early birthday present. Isn't she cute? I know it's long sleeve, but I love her. I'm gonna give it a whirl today. I just filmed my favorite books of 2019 video, so that's how my 2020 is going. Oh, Gordo just jumped up and started grooming his sister. Good boy. Anyway, I have not touched my book today and I have like 30 minutes before I want to leave for my nightly walk. I'm gonna bring my book with me again like I did yesterday, so hopefully I get the bench that I usually sit on instead of a random fisherman. So I'm finding more and more errors in this book that I didn't really feel with book one. Like this one's a lot more yeehaw and it's so gender stereotypical. She's like, oh my god, I want to cook for you, and there's no like insider scoop of the main character being like, ha ha ha, I know that's stereotypical, but I like to cook. No, it's just like he expects her to cook and he's like super protective and it's like a little bit weird. So it's still staying out of 4 stars. We might end on 3.5 if the drama gets any more petty, but it's just the read that I needed. Like when I tell you before I picked up this book, I literally couldn't read more than 1 page of a different book. Like that was the only book that actually made me interested in reading more than 1 page. So I'm still grateful for it. I wish I could read before bed right now, but I am, number 1, texting a guy from Tinder. And number 2, I gotta edit that video I just filmed today. So I'm gonna do that until I'm sleepy, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I've got some Diet Mountain Dew, baby, New York City. Today I got up and finished editing my vlog. I made some nice breakfast tacos. And even though I know I have to clean my apartment because Ryan's coming over tomorrow and we look in a hot mess right now, I want to continue my book. I really want to finish this today. All yesterday I was up and moving and doing stuff, so I just want to veg on the couch a little bit and get further into my book. Welcome to another update where I tell you that I said I would read last time I vlogged and then I didn't. Listen, I got distracted on TikTok, okay? This is my long weekend. I don't have to read if I don't want to. Hi, Gordo. Spoiling my haul. I got a couple packages of stuff that I ordered for around the house. Also this. I got some workout gear, so I have like this tank top and then this pair of shorts that I'm wearing, also a pair of shorts on the floor. My utensil drawer is packed, so I decided to get a little utensil countertop container for some, so I need to go put that in my kitchen and lighten up that drawer space. I know, it's so riveting. I also got a key hanger and like a little mail holder for beside my front door, so that was a nice little purchase. And then I got a book that my doctor recommended me. Rachel was gonna lend this to me and then I ended up just wanting a copy for myself because I'm gonna let my mom read it after me. And it's The Obesity Code. This is written by a doctor. So my doctor was like, it's a really good book, but if you don't like reading, you can watch the YouTube video. I was like, no girl, I'm gonna read the book. This is a book that talks about obesity and making healthy life choices to prevent obesity rather than to treat the issues that come from it. So it's like taking a more preventative action toward weight gain. So far, it's like confronting the causes of obesity and talking about like the misconceptions that people have about obese people. And I know eventually it's gonna talk about like intermittent fasting and like calories and food and all that like really specific stuff, but so far I'm really liking it. This is a whole separate video. I don't know why I'm going off about that. I have another book to talk about because the other day I tweeted how I'm waiting patiently for my library to fulfill my request for the new Hunger Games book. I don't even know what it's called, A Ballad of Snakes and Songbird, whatever. And then today, I got a package. Someone found a link to my wish list and that someone is Paris. So Paris sent me over a copy of, what, I don't even know, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Who decided that title? Ridiculous. I'm sure we all know plenty about this book, but just for a little BT dubs for the people who don't. This is a prequel to the Hunger Games series set following President Snow as an 18-year-old. I know very little of this. I listened in on the chapter that Suzanne Collins read the night before it came out, but I don't know much else than that. And I've heard that this is good for people who care about the series. Like my best friend Bonnie, who her favorite series of all time is The Hunger Games. She gave it 5 stars, but she even admitted to me, I don't know if you'll love it as much as that because you're not like a huge fan. And being honest, I remember nothing about the Hunger Games world other than like bits and pieces. So I'm still very, very curious what goes on. I've heard it's really violent and I've heard it's interesting and it's great writing, but it's also a little slow. So, but Paris, thank you. I'm probably gonna read that this summer or sometime up next. But that's my mini haul. I'm gonna go put away my household stuff now. I only had like 20 pages left of my book, so I just finished it. It was okay. Okay, no, shut up. It was good, but it just wasn't as good as book 1. It was good. It was just kind of typical. Like they reached a point in the book where the I love yous just felt like fake and corny instead of genuine. And I think it's because the love interest, Jason, the couple times that Sloane and him had fights, he said some really stupid stuff and never like went back and was like, oh, that was stupid of me to say, I'm sorry. So he was actually a jerk at certain parts in this book and I never really got over it, and the main character was able to crawl back to him every time, which I understand is a part of her character development, that like she's afraid of losing people. So I'm conflicted. I think it's gonna get like a 3.5 stars. I definitely enjoyed book 1 more, but it was cute and got me out of a slump. I wish I could have liked this more. I just wish it wasn't set in Minnesota. No offense to Minnesotians. The lighting. So lately I've been not okay. And tonight I thought, why am I being not okay not vlogging when I could be not okay vlogging? Okay.